For all you parents who have boys who are a little put off by the girl-centric nature of Toy Story 5, hey, don't worry, Hollywood's got you covered. Hey everybody, I'm Sean McBride, the movie guy, and today let's get into it. Let's talk about Minions and Monsters.
In Hollywood, the new stars of the silver screen changed the face of the motion picture industry forever. The Minions are back with a touch of mystery.
Bobby.
Oh, Humphrey.
Piñata. Carbonara. Lasagna.
Now in Minion Vision.
Minions and Monsters tells the story of a new group of Minion characters, and they find themselves working in Hollywood back in the days of silent movie making. There's something that's a lot of fun watching these Minion characters with all their chaos and their energy careening through the early days of cinema. These are characters that are designed for kids, but it's also the setting of the stuff that I studied back at university. I had a lot of fun watching this. Now back to the story. The Minions want to make a horror movie. That's right, they've gone Hollywood. So they set out to find a real-life monster to star in the movie. And they find one. And things quickly get out of control as multiple monsters wreak havoc on Hollywood, and now our Minion heroes have to figure out how to make everything right again. So first things first, the Minion movies and the Despicable movies, but especially the Minion movies, are always big, bright, very funny, and kind of short too. It's only an hour and a half here, so it's not going to tax your children's bladders or their attention spans. The humor is undeniably funny. It's mostly in the slapstick vein, although we'll talk about some of the in-jokes in a minute here. But I think that the characters are silly. They're a lot of fun to watch. It's easy to get caught up in this movie. It's a lot of fun. Now, I do appreciate that this Minions movie has an actual plot to it. A lot of times with the Minions, it seems like a lot of, just sequences that are just designed to be pratfalls and silly humor, and it's not really connected to anything. This one actually has a beginning, a middle, and an end, and a story that you actually get invested in, because the Minions, they want to make a movie, and then they get the monsters, but then things get out of control. It's a standard story. I appreciated that. I will say that it takes a while for the monsters to show up. That's my only real critique of this. I suspect that a lot of people, a lot of boys in particular, will be there looking for the monsters, and the monsters don't show up right off the top. Now, the Minions are always the highlights of these movies. Of course they are. They're very silly, very adorable characters. It is Pierre Coffin, who's the director of this movie, who's doing the voices of the Minions. It gives that mix of English, Spanish, French, Italian, and Minionese. He's a lot of fun here. But I will also say that I appreciated some of the new characters that we get, especially the cast of this film. I mean, we get Christoph Waltz, Jesse Eisenberg, Zoe Deutsch, Bobby Moynihan, Annalyn Janney, Jeff Bridges, Trey Parker. That is an all-star cast. Obviously, a lot of A-list characters who wanted to be in a movie they could take their kids to go see. I appreciated that A-list cast. I also liked the new characters. We get an alien space robot, shall we say. We also get a giant orange blob. This is a lot of fun. But in particular, I kind of love Goomy. Goomy is like Cthulhu. Call him, we have Baby Yoda. Well, this is Baby Cthulhu. That I think is very funny, especially because Goomy's name is actually Gary Orcam Oliver Magma Ichabod the Deceiver. Come on, that's funny. Finally, I really appreciate that this movie has lots of jokes that are aimed at mom and dad, stuff that the kids simply aren't going to get. Sure, there's plenty of pratfalls and silly humor from the Minions. Kids are going to be fine, but mom and dad will smile because we get references to Orson Welles and Charlie Chaplin, Buster Keaton, Citizen Kane, Metropolis. I love this. Plus the women's suffragette movement. You kids are not going to know what these things are referring to. Doesn't matter. It's not going to get in the way of them having fun at the movie, but it's going to give mom and dad something to chuckle at. So the bottom line is, look, the Minions movies don't need a critic to review them. They are critic-proof. If you have an elementary school child, particularly if you have an elementary school boy child, you're going to want to see this movie. Obviously, you're going to be there. I just appreciate that this is a movie that will appeal to the whole family, and yes, that includes mom and dad. It's fast-paced, it's funny, it's got great characters, it's got a little bit of heart, it's even got a little mini romance going on in there. I think this one works very well. So I give Minions and Monsters 3 stars out of 4. I had a lot of fun at this movie. I'm always interested by meeting these people who preface any talk about the Minions or the Despicable Me movies by saying, I've never been a fan of the Minions. It's like, okay, you're trying to prove to me that you're too sophisticated not to enjoy these silly characters here. These movies aren't for you. These movies are for the kids. They appeal to the kids. Don't start off by going, I hate the Minions, because I think that's pointless. Then why are you talking about this movie? Anyway, that's me. I had a lot of fun. I hope you go see the movie with your families or by yourself and that you have a lot of fun. If you do, come back, comment below, tell me what you think about this movie. Of course, thank you for subscribing to my channel so you get my reviews just as soon as they drop every time. And of course, check out the podcast. It's called Two Movie Guys, and every week my friend Joe Fryer and I get together and we chat about all of the week's big new movies. Just search for Two Movie Guys, the number 2 Movie Guys, wherever you get your podcasts. So even though the Minions and Monsters movie is going to take up half of the screens in your movie theater, there are a few other films opening this weekend to take advantage of the long Independence Day weekend, including a new one from Angel Studios called Young Washington. We'll talk about that next. See you then. Bye.